John Mayer has extended his solo acoustic tour. I just thought I'd say that because he's awesome. It's amazing. You should go. NBC Chicago announced that, well, there's just a lot more dates. It's just him and a guitar. He makes so much money from this because he doesn't have a band.
Oh, amazing.
It's just him and a guitar.
Dang.
It's like a big sing-along. It's like if your buddy is playing at your house and he's singing all the songs and you're like, dang, play that Oasis song. And you're like, Champagne Supernova. And everybody sings along. But that's John Mayer in the arena.
He sang Champagne Supernova?
No, but he sings his songs that are even better.
Where
were you while we were getting high? So
Damn.
he doesn't do Oasis, but he does his. It's this big sing-along. You should go. The band Perry has announced they've split up. Right.
Really?
Yes. I haven't spoken to any of the band Perry in many years. I was never friends with them. I was friendly with them when I would see them. I did not know the band Perry was still going as a unit. I didn't know if they'd rested or
I thought
quit.
they were, but just maybe over in
They did that for a minute.
pop. Or,
I didn't know. But they've said now we're done. We will no longer be touring together. They're still brothers and sisters, though.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Can't quit that.
The siblings revealed the news in a statement from the band Perry's social media accounts. To our TBP friends and family, we want to let you know 3 of us have decided to take a creative break as a group and each focus on our individual creative pursuits. I don't know this for a fact. I would bet one of them decides to try to come back and do country. Probably Kimberly. So, not that breaking news to me. I didn't know that they were still together because they kind of have been gone for a while, but they're good. She's good. They're good. Man, in their moment.
Oh, they were awesome.
Yeah.
Dang.
And then they decided to just poof, leave.
Yeah.
And then we missed them and then we forgot them. And that'll happen to all of us too one day. Don't worry. Next up, meaning we'll go away at some point, fired or die, or just move off. And then people will be like, oh, we missed them. And 2 days later, huh?
Who are you talking
That's
about?
a circle of life, baby. The typical family now spends how many hours together a week?
Maybe
Ooh.
even 1 hour?
Okay, good guess.
Like everyone together, I'd say 3 hours.
Just 6 total hours together a week.
Wow.
The reason is longer working hours, traffic, school sports, school and work obligations, and TV, internet, cell phone usage increasing, all of those things. The families that spent the most time together were the ones that actually made a point to sit down and eat dinner, even if that was the only time they did it.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Most times it did not roll into other things, but sometimes it did, and that actually mattered when it came to how much do we actually spend time together. Also, the bigger the family is, the harder it's going to be.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
everybody's schedules.
And
Like
if you
herding
got
cats.
5 people and you got a 14-year-old and a 6-year-old, they're just different directives.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Eddie's got a big family.
Big family. But we try to do dinner at the table every day, but sometimes that dinner's 5 minutes. Gotta go. Let's go. We're late.
Yeah, a lot of arrows pointing a lot of different directions. I
Yeah.
bet. A lot of games,
Yeah.
a lot of school stuff. Other people's body odor could reduce your social anxiety. Stinky people serve a purpose, according to scientists. A new study suggests that smelling other people's body odor might actually help reduce that social anxiety you have. Researchers at the University of Oxford found that people exposed to sweat samples from strangers experience a decrease in feelings of anxiety in social situations by almost 40%.
Why? Because it makes you more confident?
The study says that this calming effect could be due to humans' evolutionary history, where detecting and assessing the odor of others played a big part in social interactions.
Oh.
Like a dog smelling the butt of another dog. Like, what are you up to today?
Oh, you're happy.
It's a version of that. The researchers believe their findings may lead to innovative treatments for individuals suffering from social anxiety disorders, which affect around 15 million adults in the U.S. alone.
You know, BO doesn't really bother me anymore.
Oh.
If
From other people or your
no,
own?
no, other people. Like if I'm standing in line and I can smell someone, I'm kind of like, oh well, doesn't smell that bad.
Wait, I think you lost your smell,
Oh,
right?
that's true. I did lose some COVID smell.
So-
That's interesting because I do not feel that way. It's worse to me as I get older. Although I don't smell mine as much.
Because you're used to it.
Maybe my wife's like, hey, have you showered?
Oh no,
I'm like, yeah. When? Tuesday?
it's Friday.
Philadelphia will pay women to get pregnant.
What?
Expectant mothers will be entitled to $1,000 a month with no strings attached amid falling fertility rates and rising baby deaths.
Oh man.
What?
Pregnant women in Philadelphia will be paid $1,000 a month. Now, pregnant, so you're talking about $9,000 or $10,000. Not forever,
Yeah.
but still as part of a trial program hoping to lower infant mortality rates in the city. Starting next year, they're going to start this with a small group. 250 expectant mothers will receive the no strings attached payments. So, and they're going to do it from the 3rd month of pregnancy to the baby's first birthday. So that'll be 15 months or so instead of the 9.
So if you're planning on having a baby already, can you schedule this out to where you get paid for it?
Well, the problem is you kind of have to be part of this 250-person group they're testing it on. And then if it does do what they hope, it will expand then. But I wouldn't bet on it.
Okay.
It'd be like going, well, we're teenagers. Why don't we get pregnant and try to get on that show? 16 and
Right.
pregnant. You know, odds are you aren't going to get on, even if that does happen. Scammers cloned the voice of a Houston man with AI and conned his parents out of $5,000 by claiming he had been in a car accident.
Wow.
The mom was forced to postpone cancer treatment as a result.
No.
No.
But they had used some of the AI technology that can go basically eat a whole bunch of voice that the person has used on whatever social media and then make up sentences, words, sounds. They used it, said, I was in a car wreck, I need help. $15,000 is the amount that I'm needed. DWI, got to get out of jail. All of that, which wasn't true. And, okay, the mom's like, got you. But the mom had to delay her cancer treatment because of that.
Okay, so that's why we all need to come up with a safe word or a code word.
You know, a safe word, Amy's a
I
little
know.
different when we talk about that. I just wonder why you say the safe word.
Whatever, code word, like a word that.
We don't want to say it right here.
Well,
Yeah,
I know,
you would do it off mic.
individually in families,
Yeah.
like at night, because
Gonorrhea.
AI doesn't
Ooh.
know the word.
It's a
You
hard
know.
one to say. It's funny. It's hard to spell.
Gonorrhea. But now you already told everyone, so that can't be it.
Okay, never mind. I'll give you another one in a second.
I would be able to figure you out. Like if it wasn't you, I'd be like, wait a second, that doesn't sound like you. Either you're sick or you're off right now, or that's not you.
What would you ask me? Ask me a question that only I would know the answer to.
I can't do that here.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Can't do that here.
really?
No.
I have one too.
Dang, perverts.
No, it's not like that.
You just yelled, say a safe word. Don't give me the what.
I meant code word.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Fries and milkshakes have an obvious hot and cold dynamic. That's why people love them together. Studies have found that contrasting temperatures fire up different parts of the brain at a simultaneous time, leading to more interesting and more pleasant eating experiences. I also like the salty and sweet, though.
Yeah.
But they say that the warm and the cold together is one of the real reasons that those work so well. That's from Thrillist. Pay attention to your mood before you check in on social media and decide to write some stuff. Here's why. They say that emotions have the ability to spread virtually. Researchers found that if you're in a negative mood, when you text others, they're likely to pick up on that mood and it can actually make them feel negative. It's like a virus. The same is true with social media.
Wow.
Emotions like happiness, sadness, anger spread just as quickly as in person. This is from the proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. But if I'm not feeling good, I'm feeling angry, I'm feeling sad, I'm going to text people on purpose because I want them to feel it too. I don't want to be alone. And that's the news. Thank you.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
Bailey Zimmerman rocking a hard place. Bobby Bones Show.
Bobby Bones Show.
I think it's cool that Amy's kind of finding her. I do. I think it's great. I think for the first time, you're searching this big void and you're figuring out exactly who you are as a person. I admire it. I think it's brave of you. However, the one thing, what she did yesterday is a little cuckoo.
No, it was actually
I hear
totally
you.
healthy.
I hear you, but if I were to see you do this, I would be like, yeah, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it in a second. Okay. So,
But my hope is after I share this, others will do it today if they need to.
yeah.
You think they will? I don't know what it is.
I hope not around anybody.
Okay.
That's the whole point.
We'll come back next. We got a couple things happening in Amy's life. Let's do this one first. This is a bizarre thing that's happening in Amy's house. It has to do with her cat.
Yeah, she's meowing at me a lot, like a lot. And see these little scratch marks on my arm? She doesn't do this. She hasn't done this since she was a kitten. And she's meowing at me and like getting like biting me sort of.
I don't know if you thought about this. Have you fed her?
I thought the same thing. Maybe she's hungry, Amy.
Whatever.
You've had a lot going on.
Yes, I have fed her.
Okay.
I fed her.
So what do you think?
She has water. She has all of her basic needs met.
It's a trail, and Amy walks you down a trail with her.
Every Friday we do Fun Fact Friday, and I was doing some research trying to look up some facts, and I came across this one from 2015 or something of this woman whose cat was meowing at her, and she decided, okay, this is weird. I better go get this spot checked out, and she had cancer. Then fast forward, she went into remission. Later, her cat's meowing at her again. The cancer's back.
Is that a cat?
No, that's crazy how animals can smell it or sense something. And I'm not saying that's what I have at all whatsoever. I am saying I have noticed an odd behavior from my cat that has not been there, which is meowing and biting. And so I am wondering, is she trying to tell me something? And if so, what is it?
Oh my gosh. I
You're
know
going to
it.
be oh my goshing me
It
until
sounds absolutely bonkers.
right.
Here's the thing, though. It is bonkers. That's why it sounds bonkers.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, whatever.
Well,
I'm getting blood work on Friday.
I hope you go to the doctor and say, hey, I'm here, doc, because my cat's been meowing a lot.
Please say that.
Please do that.
Please.
Like, don't go in just for
You're
like, I'm here for my
right.
regular
Right.
random
Okay,
checkup.
okay.
Be like, doc, have a seat.
How much?
Because he's going to ask you, like, well, have you been feeling anything? Like,
Well, my cat's been, excuse me, Amy, welcome. Come on into my room. Yes.
He
what
could
do you
also
need?
be a she.
yeah, I just want to get checked for cancer.
Yes. Is there a reason why? First of all, do you have any family history of
Yes.
cancer?
Yes, I do. I do actually, yes.
Okay, let me write this down here. Okay, cool. Now, is there anything that's been happening recently that would lead you to believe that you're possibly, your body's been reacting in any other form that's not normal?
Doc, this is going to sound crazy,
Okay.
but my cat has been meowing a lot and scratching my arm.
And
And I read this Fun Fact Friday article
Oh.
that said that cats detect cancer. So that's why I'm here
who
today.
wrote, who wrote that article on? What is this publication? Is it from a
I
medical journal and Fun Fact
No,
Friday?
no, that was one of those like facts that would blow your mind.com.
So you found this on a website. There's no way to prove that it actually happened, and you're here because your cat's meowing a lot.
That's correct.
Okay.
I'm
I'm going to send you to a different office. It's our psychiatric office. Amy, it's a he because I'm a man.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was
okay,
playing
okay.
the doctor.
Okay.
We're playing roles there.
Yeah, we're doing roles here.
Cats have an advanced sense of smell and the potential to use that sense for many purposes. It's
Yeah.
impossible to say whether or not they can sniff out cancer in humans, but reports have shown that this is possible.
Do you think that you have cancer?
No, I'm not saying it's cancer. I'm saying, whoa, this is weird behavior. And when I saw that, I instantly thought about how my cat has been meowing at me and doing weird things that she hasn't done. So I'm like, okay, we should pay attention to things like this.
Is there a chance that your cat isn't so much thinking about you, but your cat doesn't feel good?
Yes, I thought that.
Like the cat being
The
sick.
cat might be sick.
Like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm sick.
yes, please.
Yes,
I don't feel good.
obviously that crossed my mind, but then when I came across the Fun Fact Friday thing, I was like, well,
The Fun
what if
Fact
this
Friday
is-
thing is not something.
but seeing that, it's almost like when you're supposed to see things at the right time, it's like, oh, I see that to remind me of that. And maybe this isn't even for me. Maybe it's for me to come on air and look ridiculous so that someone else pays attention to their cat meowing at them,
yeah.
and maybe they're the ones with something.
We
You know?
have so many people going into the doctor because their cats or their dogs.
Listen,
No,
I know.
he lifted his leg and peed like 3 inches from me, and I read on Fun Fact Friday that if they do that, there's probably a good chance you're going to get in a car wreck.
Here's another. Oh gosh, look. Take what you want from the resource of this, but this is from dailypaws.com. The source,
Yeah,
sorry,
got it,
the source. Dailypaws.com.
Big thing. Doctor community, we love it. We look at that all the time.
May 13th, cat credited with detecting owner's breast cancer.
I
I mean-
believe that animals absolutely can see things we can't see. They have a different amount of cones in their eyes that do different things. Also, I have a theory that aliens are actually in animals.
Oh, another article.
weird.
Cancer.
I've never
and
even heard that one before, but that's a theory. Like, how do we know that they don't, like, they're so small and they just go right into our dogs and they're just watching all of us hanging out, but they're in our animals?
They would know everything about us.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Ever heard of that one?
No,
Because I
never.
swear to you, Stanley's like an alien. My bulldog. that sleeps a lot.
Oh.
Here's the thing about aliens. They must
And
sleep a
snores.
lot. Yeah, a lot. Amy, I think you're okay, but you should go to the doctor if you're concerned about anything.
Cancer in the case of the clairvoyant cat. I mean, the articles are endless. And
Your cousin who's psychic. Can
If
you ask
you-
her about your cat that can sense diseases?
Well, I don't know that my cat can. I'm just saying. It was interesting timing. And sure, I do have blood work coming up. What does he want me to say? And how much will you pay me to say it?
Okay, Lunchbox.
I learned from the best.
I want you to just ask when you go in, say, hey, look, my cat's been meowing a lot.
Okay.
And I read on Fun Fact Friday that can mean I have cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that there's any legitimacy to that claim?
Because that's why I'm here today.
Yeah. Like the reason I'm here is my cat was
Yeah.
meowing and scratching.
No, but it's a coincidence that I already had this appointment booked. But you want me
But
to
while
just
you're there,
say that?
yeah. Just let us know what they say.
Okay.
A good doctor will tell you the truth.
Okay. I mean, I'll
If
let
he
you
grabs
know.
his phone and puts it to his ear and walks in the corner away from you, I'm going to think he doesn't agree with what you're bringing in there.
Okay.
Okay? Corey Kent, this song's called Wild as Her, Bobby Bones Show. From the Sonic Drive-In Studio on Music Row.
It's the Bobby Bones Show.
In the next segment, just a few minutes away, we got somebody on the phone who goes, hey, my cat predicted some crazy crap.
Oh.
No, don't start believing it just because they say it. It could be another crazy person. But we'll get to them in a second. Also, Lunchbox went home sick.
Oh, boy.
I know. And I had a whole segment basically for him next. We can still do it. I feel like it's going to lose a little bit its luster.
Okay.
But he said he found Tom Hanks and interviewed him.
Who?
Lunchbox.
Lunchbox did?
Yeah.
What? That makes no sense.
Do we still have the audio of this even though he's not here? We don't even have the audio.
With him lock and key.
He took it with him, so he wouldn't use it.
Yeah, so he could have it for the next day he comes back.
What a jerk.
Typical Lunchbox move.
Okay. And then Raymundo says a country star recognized him on a flight and came up and said hi.
Oh.
So I don't know who it is. We'll get into that. The cat person. We got a whole lot. That's next. Amy says her cat's been meowing at her and scratching at her. And she's like, I saw on Fun Fact Friday that we talked about here that cats can predict cancer. And then she started reading all these times that people say their cat predicted cancer. So Amy's going to go to the doctor and say, my cat's been meowing a lot. Do I have cancer? Basically.
Yes.
Okay, to clarify for anybody who's just tuning in, I already had the doctor's appointment. These guys have told me, hey.
Because you believe it. That's why. Say what you believe.
No, you're like, see what he says, or she says, if you go in
What I
and
meant
say
to
that.
say was say what you believe. Be yourself.
I mean,
be true to you.
Okay, it's okay to be curious.
I agree. Jamie in Texas is on. Now, Jamie, you did pet therapy for years?
Yes, I had a cat that had graduated the pet therapy program, and used to take him to the hospitals, and he would never go visit anybody's room that had cancer, whether we knew he had it, whether we knew the patient had it yet or not. He knew. And he would never go visit anybody that had cancer, and he would visit anybody else. He loved everybody, but he would not go and see patients that had cancer.
I've seen stories like that.
Whoa.
That is super. Amy, you're putting your arms out like I told you. No, your cat's just meowing at you. I do believe that animals can sense and smell.
Right.
But you're saying
No. I am saying it's ironic that I saw the fact, the stories, and my cat has been behaving in an odd way. She doesn't normally meow at me like this.
I guess my first reaction would be that the cat is sick.
Yeah, but then otherwise she seems pretty normal. I agree. I did have that thought. And then I saw this. So I'm just bringing it to the table like, hey, this is wild to think that animals have this ability, and maybe we just shouldn't ignore it.
I agree. And I'm glad you're doing it, because if it does bother you, you should get it checked out. I agree with that.
But I already had the appointment.
Same page. You go and do what you.
feels
Hey,
me-
you make this appointment on purpose because the
No,
cat.
it makes me
Okay.
feel less crazy for sure knowing
Yeah.
I already had the appointment.
Thank you for the call, Jamie. We really appreciate that. What do you think about Amy's situation, though? Do you think that could be what it is?
I don't know that she has cancer, but I do know that the cat is trying to tell you something.
That it's hungry or that it's sick? Thank you,
Well, I
Jamie.
don't know. You're welcome.
Have a good day. Yeah, you too. Let's talk to Jess in North Dakota. Hello, Jess. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you guys?
Doing pretty good. What would you like to say?
So I was in labor all day, and my cat was trying to tell me all day, and I kept ignoring her. And then seconds before my water broke, she pushed on my stomach, ran around the house, and then did a deep meow and told me my water was going to break.
Wow.
She told you? No,
Like-
you mean by by the cat's
she-
actions, right?
The actions,
Yeah.
she was pushing on my stomach, trying to tell me all day, hey, there's something going on with your body. I'm trying to tell you, and you're not listening. Meowing at me all day. And then, seconds before my water broke, she, pushed on my stomach, ran around the house,
Yeah.
stopped in front of my bedroom door, did a really deep meow, and then my water broke.
I believe that the cat probably knew something was up. I'm not arguing that
Yeah, she
animals
knew
don't have a
something was
sense that you guys have it all wrong. I think that my first instinct, if I were Amy, were to go, cat, are you hungry? Cat, are you sick? Not, oh my God, I read on Fun Fact Friday and now I have cancer.
Right.
Yeah, but you're not following me. That wasn't my first instinct. I'm saying I've been paying attention to it, and then I come across that, and I'm like, oh, if I were to just put two and two together here, it's something to consider and think about and talk about with you guys, even if it is uncomfortable.
Kim in Florida is on the phone. And Kim, we really appreciate you calling the show this morning. You're going to be our final caller of this part of this segment. Kim, what would you like to say?
Good morning, everybody.
Morning,
Morning.
Kim.
So I hope that goes through with the appointment. Animals are amazing.
Oh,
Oh,
Ray,
man.
she's chopping out.
Oh.
Put her down for 10 seconds, and we'll come back to her in just 1 second.
I feel like she sounds wise.
She
She
said what?
sounds smart.
She
yeah.
sounds wise.
She was cutting out.
I know, but
She
but
sounds
what
like
the tone, though.
what
Sounds
I
like she's in a
heard-
bad area.
No, what I heard is Amy is so smart to be considering this because animals
Oh, I didn't hear
do
that.
have the
No,
power
that's not
to
what I heard at
know
all.
things.
Let's
That's what
try
I
one
heard.
more time with Kim Ray if it's possible. See if our cell's a little better. Hey, Kim.
Hi, sorry about that, guys.
Oh, all good. Yeah, please go ahead.
So I have a lab, and for a while I was having really bad headaches, really bad. But I ignored it. She would come and she would lick the spot where my headaches were, and I thought she was crazy. So it turns out I went to the doctor because I was getting really, really bad dizzy spells with these headaches. And I went to the doctor, and it turns out that I was having migraines with seizures.
Wow. And I fully believe
And-
that. I fully believe the animal knew. But she didn't go, well, dog's licking my head. I wonder if I'm about to have an aneurysm.
Because she didn't see if she had opened up
Fun Fact
the
Friday.
internet and
Right.
seen an article while she was researching Fun Fact Friday, then she would have been like, oh, okay, I get this now. But see, I feel like these callers are all amazing and affirming what I'm saying.
I feel like these callers are all amazing, and I totally believe animals can sense and smell things that we can't.
Right. And I am, to be clear, I don't want to even put out into the world that I think I have cancer in any way, because that's just not a conversation. I'm just saying we should pay attention to our animals, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to go get some blood work done.
Because of
I already had the appointment booked, but it's good on me for making the appointment.
I agree with
Good
that.
on you.
And I agree with animals. They know things that we don't.
Right.
I think aliens live in them.
That one's
Okay.
crazy.
We
That one's
can't-
crazy.
What?
See, now, thank you for making me sound less crazy.
All right, Kim, thank you. Have an awesome day. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you.
All right,
Bye,
bye-bye.
Kim.
I do want to mention this before we jump out of this segment. We do have a little something called Tell Me Something Good coming up in a few minutes. But Raymundo was on a flight. Can you say what airline it was?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Southwest.
Okay, so you're on the flight. Then what happens?
Yeah, so I walk on, and there's a dude, probably third row, let's say, and he goes, "Hey, buddy." And then I didn't think he was talking to me. My name's not Buddy. And then he says, he says again, "Buddy." But it was very loud and kind of coming in my direction. So I look over at him, and dude, completely buzzed hair, shaved off, no idea who this guy was. And I guess I have to know who he is. Assumed he was a listener or something. So I go, "Hey, man, what's up? What's up?" Yeah, what's up, dude? And then that was it. And I sit in my seat, and I think, oh my gosh, that was blank artist. He shaved his head. I didn't even know who the dude was. He doesn't look at all alike. I used to know.
5 questions.
Okay.
It's a male artist, obviously.
Big
He's
dude,
got a
deep,
deep voice.
Shaved his head.
He shaved his head. Does he ever wear a cowboy hat on stage?
Yeah, at times.
Oh, Dustin Lynch?
No.
Okay.
Okay, is he married?
Yeah. Very popular, famous marriage.
Oh, tall dude?
Not tall.
Ooh.
And you didn't
short.
recognize
Popular,
him?
famous marriage. And they would know
I mean,
Ray.
Keith Urban wouldn't shave his
And
head.
Keith Urban, I would say, won't fly Southwest, but I've seen him on a Southwest flight
Yeah,
one time.
we did.
Right.
Yeah,
And
one-
Ray would recognize him.
Yeah, true.
Unrecognizable, this dude.
But
Or
because of the
smell
shaved
him.
head,
Has he
though.
ever performed on the show?
Yeah.
Performed.
Maybe not.
Why is he doing that?
Maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. Not in the last couple years.
Aldine?
No.
That was your guess?
Yeah.
Okay, does he have kids?
Yeah. Recent, too.
Wow.
Recent
okay.
New
kids.
Is it TR?
Oh, Thomas Rhett?
No, but close.
Who's
Similar,
cl-
famous
Russell
couple.
Dickerson?
Nope.
Hey, so deep voice? Because you said, hey, buddy.
He said, "Hey, buddy," deep, but he doesn't sing deep. So
Well, why would you do Hey Buddy?
Well, because that's how it sounded.
Yeah.
He does it with like a Russian accent. And we're like, is he Russian? No.
Similar,
Eddie Buddy. Oh, so he must be foreign. No, he's actually from Georgia.
a recent?
I'm about to give up.
What's close to T Rat?
I don't know. Luke Bryan.
No.
No, there's no way.
I know, I'm just
He
saying
doesn't
what's
have
close to
recent
Luke Bryan.
babies.
I give up.
I give up.
Yeah, I quit.
Chris Lane, guys. He used to have long hair. He used to have the mullet. It's shaved now.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, good on Chris to recognize you and say hello.
Yeah, I thought he was a farm boy. I had no idea until like 5 minutes after the fact.
Farm boy. Oh, you thought the person there was a farm boy?
What does that mean?
Like
Coming
a-
from
Is he in
Nashville,
overalls with like a hoe and a rake? Otherwise, I just been like, that's a dude.
I didn't know why a dude was calling me "Hey, buddy."
So is Buddy the thing you do if you don't remember the name?
Yeah.
Ooh, good question.
That's fine with me. I don't care.
Well, I appreciate that, buddy. Okay. Tell me something good, as I'll tell you right here coming up.